Japan is known for its crazy work hours and trains that stop without warning, causing real stress. But step into its daily life, and you instantly feel something else entirely. A strange, deep calm. This makes no sense. A true riddle. It's like two different worlds exist side by side, and the secret to this peaceful daily flow is hiding in plain sight. It will make you question everything you thought you knew about stress. And it's not just a feeling. That stress is very, very real. The statistics are pretty staggering. A government study found that over 80% of companies said their employees' mental health issues were actually hurting their bottom line. It's gotten so bad that depression from overwork costs the country billions of dollars every single year. A lot of this pressure comes from unspoken rules, like the one where you can't go home until your boss leaves. It's this intense, constant weight on people. You hear stories all the time about designers working 14-hour days until they burn out and have to quit their job entirely just to recover. Even people who live there will tell you, yeah, life here is stressful. So how does that high-pressure world possibly lead to the calm you feel on the street? It just doesn't add up. How can both of these things be true at the same time? Well, the answer is hidden in the small, incredibly clever details of daily life. And once you see how they work, it completely changes how you see Japan. To understand how Japan pulls this off, you first have to see just how intense the pressure really is. And the effects aren't just hidden behind office doors. They spill out into public in some really tragic ways. Imagine you're on a train in Tokyo during rush hour. It's packed, it's quiet, and then suddenly it just stops. An announcement comes on about a delay. In many places, you just assume it's a technical problem. But in Japan, there's a grim reality that everyone knows. A lot of these delays happen because someone has jumped onto the tracks. It's a heartbreakingly common sign of a much deeper national crisis. That pressure is baked into the modern workplace. Researchers have found that for people in their 30s, a huge source of stress is the shift toward more individual responsibility. The weight of success or failure is falling more and more on one person's shoulders, and that's a heavy burden to carry alone. So why do people put up with it? Why stay in a job that's grinding you down? Well, there's a really complicated cultural loop at play here. One teacher summed it up perfectly when she said, "Work gives you stress, but you need work to be healthy." For many, your job is your purpose, what the Japanese call ikigai. It's your identity. It's how you contribute to the group. So you end up in this difficult cycle where the main thing causing you so much stress is also the main thing giving your life a sense of meaning. And that creates an environment where people feel like they have no choice but to push through, no matter the personal cost. So with all that pressure building up, you'd expect daily life to feel chaotic. You'd expect noise, arguments, and things breaking down. But that's not what you see. Instead, you see a society that runs with a level of precision that is almost unbelievable. Everything just works. The trains are on time, the streets are clean, and millions of people move through crowded spaces in a kind of silent, coordinated dance. But here's the twist almost everyone misses. That perfect, calm surface is held in place by the very same pressure that causes so much stress. The system works because there's enormous social pressure on everyone to follow the rules, to be considerate, and to not disrupt the group. This creates a strange and difficult paradox. Think about the corporate world, which is often held up as a model of Japanese efficiency. On the outside, it looks like a well-oiled machine. But a government study from 2009 found a shocking reality hiding just beneath the surface. It revealed that a massive 84% of companies felt that mental health problems among their employees were directly hurting their business. The cost of depression alone was estimated to be over $30 billion. Researchers point to things like flatter company structures, where younger managers are suddenly expected to do more, faster, better, and with less support. The unwritten rules are just as intense. For example, many people feel they can't leave a work dinner or social gathering until their boss does. It's a small thing, but that kind of pressure adds up day after day. As one person explained with a simple sense of resignation, we have a lot of stress in daily life. So that public calm you feel in Japan isn't because people are relaxed. It's the result of a system where everyone feels a powerful obligation to keep things running smoothly. It's a collective agreement to maintain order, even when the personal cost is incredibly high. So if the big picture is filled with that much pressure, how does anyone get through the day? Well, this is where you find a different kind of Japanese genius. It's the constant, almost obsessive focus on removing every little piece of friction from daily life. Some ideas here are so simple and smart that the moment you experience them, you instantly wonder why they don't exist everywhere else. Think about a simple problem. You're thirsty. In most places, that means finding a store, waiting in line, and maybe dealing with a grumpy cashier. It's a small annoyance, but it's still an interruption. In Japan, the fix is instant. There's a vending machine on nearly every corner. You can get a hot coffee in the middle of winter or an ice-cold tea on a sweltering summer day, 24/7. The problem of being thirsty is just gone. It's been engineered out of your day. This way of thinking is everywhere. It's in the convenience stores, or konbini, which are so much more than just a place to buy snacks. You can pay your bills, send a package, print a document, and buy a concert ticket, all in one spot. They're designed to be a clever one-stop solution for life's little errands. It's even in the smallest details. The ticket gates at the train station that are angled perfectly to let you walk straight through without breaking your stride. The little plastic hooks in public restrooms to hang your shopping bag or umbrella so it doesn't touch the floor. Each of these is a tiny improvement, a small problem identified and solved. And when you add up hundreds of these smart little fixes, the effect is huge. In a society with so many big, unavoidable stressors, making the small things easy isn't a luxury. It's how the whole system stays in balance. But making life's little tasks easier can only do so much. What happens when the big, unavoidable pressures of work and social expectations start to build up? You need an escape hatch, a way to let off steam before the whole system blows. And in Japan, you find these release valves everywhere. They're often called third spaces, places that aren't home and aren't work. Think of the classic izakaya, the Japanese-style pub. After a long day, teams of coworkers will often head out for drinks and food. On the surface, it looks like a perfect way to unwind. But here's where things get complicated. That after-work drink isn't always a choice. If a boss invites you, you're pretty much expected to go. It can become just another part of the job, a source of stress instead of a relief. Sometimes this pressure from a superior is so common it even has a name: power hara, or power harassment. This points to a much deeper cultural idea. As one Japanese person explained, there's a feeling that what you can see, your lifestyle, your physical health, is more important than what you can't. Mental health is invisible, so it's easy to forget about it. People are expected to just push through, often ignoring the warning signs of burnout until it's too late. So, the real escape hatches have to be the places you go on your own terms. It's the hobby circle you join on the weekend, where you can nerd out about something you love without any office politics. It's meeting up with your own friends at a quiet cafe. It's finding a space where you can finally drop the professional mask and just be yourself. These cultural safety valves are absolutely essential. They're not always a perfect fix, and the line between obligation and release can get blurry.